Dulu kembali lagi di stream. Wuthering Waves. Kita akan lanjutkan plus Wuthering Waves. Ini dia udah lagi cuy, rutin satu abad ini mah. Ini apaan anjir? Kenapa bentuknya kayak cat? Sorry. Precious test subject. Apa sih? Precious test subject dari banget. Apakah kita sebuah test subject? Dari kanjut, maka kita akan dipilih. Apa mesti jam berapa tuh?
Rover, please don't touch that. It's dangerous.
Larang deh.
Rover, I don't think we'll find what we need here.
Apa yang sini lanjut?
Rover!
Wih, itu berkurang tuh. Hilang lagi. Lucu. Aduh.
Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something? I refuse to tolerate the foolish striving of those insatiable slugs. Since it's difficult for our research to deal with a man like him, I'd rather handle it personally and swiftly. And you are?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our intrusion. We are friends of Baiju, and we're here to look for—
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baiju should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the New Federation, and he joined the Huashu Academy a few years ago. I heard his talent is truly impressive. People say he's a bit scary at first glance, but he's actually quite kind-hearted once you get to know him. Shizia told me he's quite popular with the kids. Children have been pestering him for all kinds of fancy toys, and he's always open to their requests.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. I have the equipment for your physical examinations ready too. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baiju?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive tests of all these tokens you have. Data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. To access the necessary equipment, we'll need to file a request with one of the Tacitite Studies-related branches.
Aduh, datang lagi. Apa coba?
Yes, Mortifi is the branch of Tacitite Weaponry's head within the Department of Safety. One moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20 minutes, and the analysis report will be ready 5 minutes after that. I don't see anything special with these items. Speaking of the sugar pearl, you all remember eating sugar pearls like this when you were kids? Well, I don't think I've ever had anything like this in my childhood. No, I'm from the New Federation. You mean the sugar pearl might be unique to Huanglong?
I remember a nurse lady giving me a candy like that.
So, sugar pearls like this were distributed at hospitals, perhaps.
The sugar pearl might be a type of medicine. Its sweet taste would have made it more palatable to children.
Miss Baiju, as a Huanglong local working at the academy, I suppose you already had an idea about what it is?
I do have my theory as to what it is, but it still needs verification. I wouldn't proclaim any solid answers before confirming the chemical composition of this item with reliable data.
Seconded. Let's find out through actual testing then.
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go ahead. I'll let you know once we have the results.
Shall we wait here at the academy, Rover?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while for that.
Jadi berantem multinya coy. Melek sih. Udah lah. Ini mencurigakan things doing. Check examination.
I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health status and see if there are any unusual fluctuations. Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? Based on the samples collected, the Tacit Discord you defeated was at least an Overlord class. After defeating it, you seemingly absorbed its frequency energy with your bare hands. Tacit Discords are classified according to the concentration levels of their characteristic frequencies. Generally, Tacit Discords with higher concentration levels are considered to pose greater threats. The current classification levels, from lowest to highest, are Common, Elite, Overlord, and Calamity. Additionally, there is a special type of Tacit Discord, and we call them the Threnodians. Do you have any questions before we begin? When a Tacit Discord is eliminated, its frequency energy may linger in the form of an incorporeal manifestation, which is known as a reverberation. A resonator's terminal collects and records said reverberations, turning them into echoes that can be directed as desired. The compatibilities of these echoes can then be replicated through the terminal's databank module, enabling resonators to use them in battles. Additionally, some echoes' abilities allow resonators to briefly transform into their shapes. Yes, now let's begin. Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal?
Apa Crownless?
I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So it was indeed absorbed in the Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no trace. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. Your test results don't indicate any trauma, so your amnesia may not be linked to As for your ability to absorb echoes, I can't make a connection between that and your To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body. A universe. That's a poetic and intriguing comparison.
Intriguing. Very intriguing.
It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still.
Apa nih? Loading. Kenapa nih? Bang, kenapa nih bang?
Simulated training ground. Don't worry. Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated Tacit Discords like you normally would.
Gak bisa naik cuy. Dipaksa.
One with the sound. Come through. There it is.
Tiba-tiba ekornya kita apa beda nih? Eko kita kenapa beda nih? Apa jadi ini?
Doesn't matter.
Wah,
Transmitting frequency. As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
Swift and resolute. One with the sound. Moment of resonance.
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability either. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential.
Storm, hear the command.
Swift and resolute. One with the sound.
We have gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
anjir apa lucu.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit?
What? Terjebak ini.
I'm back to the same spot again. And this moon. What is happening?
Gede banget anjir. Hello, how are you?
Are those tacit discords?
Where? Oh, gede. Hai teman. Oh. Apa Cir?
Rover! Rover! Thank goodness. You're awake, Baiji. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? A giant tacit discord with a scythe. It doesn't sound like the Crownless. Might be even higher ranked. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that all abnormal frequencies were eliminated. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. You may have encountered one such manifestation. I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a thorough analysis on the data collected. I'll also check the simulated sonorosphere again to see what on earth happened to it. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good, but if you feel anything unusual, please come find me anytime.
Well, akhirnya kacanya buka cuy. Is this free?
I am Baiju, a researcher at the Huashu Academy. Let me witness where this encounter will take us.
Oke, siap. Wah, ini kabahan anjir. Kalau mobil yang mana nih? What? Which one I should choose? Which one?
Juga. Iya. Mas. Futsal aja 15 menit, Mas. Ini
apa
20
sih?
menit gua kalah. Ya
Kenapa
Allah,
teammate
Mas.
gua dipinjemin? Ya udah, apa guys? Suruh ngapain guys? Sandy guys.
Masa futsal aja 15 menit, ini 10 menit pun kurang. Udah kalah.
Ya udah kan kalau misalkan lu pinjem teman gua terus lu menang, jadi satu sama lu nggak jadi muka sapi dong. Harus ngapain ya?
Aduh kaget gua.
Lu kenapa lagi? Jangan mau.
Tapi round 2 lu.
Oh lu ini aja jadi
Ada,
jadi Ultraman, dia suka jadi Ultraman ya guys ya?
Mas, coba jadi Ultraman.
Jadi Ultraman. Jadi Ultraman gitu, tinong gitu. Mau nggak lu? Mau nggak?
Buat di mana?
Apa?
Buat di mana?
Oh ya udah gini aja. Ya udah nggak usah ngapa-ngapain. Cuman lu kan kalau 2-0 muka sapi. Ya udah gua pinjemin satu tapi lu tetap pos bumerang, melet tapi tag Bang Windah gimana?
Nah, itu menarik tuh. Mas. Itu menarik. Ken.
Gua pinjemin dah.
Nanti, Mas,
Teammate gua tuh.
Nanti diginin. Udah jarang ngobrol kata gua nih gitu.
Emang beneran jarang
Ngobrol.
Gini.
Udah jarang ngobrol kata gua nih gitu.
Pinjemin dah.
Nanti, Mas,
Teammate gua tuh.
nanti diginin. Udah jarang ngobrol kata gua nih gitu.
Emang beneran jarang
Ngobrol.
Tag Bang Windah, tag Anin aja, oke? Tag Anin.
Windah, guys.
Mending tag Bang Windah.
Nanti
Ya udah, deal. Gua pinjemin Andan, deal.
Udah pilih yang mana coy? Wow. Ini apa dah? Oh, sampai 522 anjir, 1 tahun. Udah pasti ya. Wah, gua bingung mau milih yang mana. 1 tahun sih ya, jauh masih. 5 cok, senjatanya ini panah ya. Ini kan ini apa ini? Shield kah? Nah ini apa cok? Lama ini Fitrit ini apa yang berwarna hijau di bensin itu kah? Novice ini bagus kan? Ini bagiannya ambil ini Ini bagus lah. Yang mana dia? Biar sure. Ini cuma 3, nggak sampai 4. Nggak asik.
Talk is cheap. Show me the action.
Oh. Ya, kilingnya di dia nih. Kita hanya punya healer. Let's change equals. Coba sih. Mana ya buat skillnya? Ini kan
Conception.
yang mana skill yang healing? Ngapain ya awan? Gimana? Betul.
Conception. Conception. Commence healing.
Hah? Yang ini. Ada siapa di semua. Let's change the equals ya. Gimana cerita nabrak semua? Ini amat anjir. Hasil dia ini aero cuy. Auto skill itu yang mana ya? Auto skill ini kah? Bukan kah? Hiroshima.
Glimpse of Us yang berapa mas? Jadi antara mana deh? Wah, personal lah. Glimpse of Us, teng neng 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 neng. Oh, farming enggak ada farming.
Balik lagi dan gue.
Emang menanam bro, ya.
Gameplay kalian langsung paham.
Saran gue jangan underestimate dengan Adel, langsung gas aja biar kena mental duluan. Kalau nggak lu selesai mas, gue kasih bocoran ada pro player udah pakai sangka dan dia ngesebur mas, hati-hati. Oke.
Jadi mari kita mulai dari
Siap.
nadanya.
Ya itu kan dia caps lock
Dan dari game lain gitu. Jadi nggak tahu apa itu heavy attack, resonance skill, resonance liberation itu apa. Maka di sini gue jelasin terlebih dahulu yang dasarnya. Oke, kita lanjut ke yang agak kompleksnya ya. Di Wuthering Waves itu ada yang namanya Forte Circuit, Energy Concerto, Intro Skill, dan Outro Skill. Dan kita lanjut di Forte Circuit terlebih dahulu ya. Jadi Forte Circuit sendiri adalah skill yang dimiliki setiap resonator yang ada di Wuthering Waves. Jadi masing-masing karakter itu memiliki nama Forte Circuitnya itu masing-masing. Nah di sini sebagai contoh kita akan menggunakan Calcaro ya. Nah di atas bar Calcaro ini terdapat 3 poin ya. Nah ini namanya Cruelty, tapi kalian juga bisa sebut sebagai poin Forte Circuit. Karena seperti yang sudah gue bilang sebelumnya, kalau misalkan nama dari Forte Circuit masing-masing resonator atau karakter itu berbeda-beda ya, maka kalian harus ingat itu. Atau Forte Circuit ini akan bermacam-macam yang tentunya tergantung dari karakter apa yang lo pakai nantinya. Forte Circuit ini nantinya akan saling berhubungan dengan resonance skill, resonance liberation, heavy attack, bahkan basic attack. Dan untuk cara dapetin poinnya tuh ada dari banyak hal. Contohnya kayak basic attack, charge attack, resonance skill, dan resonance liberation. Terkadang ada yang dari outro skill dan intro skill ya. Jadi tergantung dari apa karakter kalian yang dipakai. Bisa dibilang Forte Circuit ini tuh kayak special attack-nya lah biar gampangnya. Lanjut ke Concerto. Apa itu gunanya Concerto? Nah, Concerto ini untuk melakukan intro skill atau outro skill. Jadi ketika Concerto kalian penuh, maka kalian bisa melakukan intro skill atau outro skill. Hal ini akan ditandai ketika Concerto energi kalian penuh, akan ditandai dengan kedip-kedip di dalam karakter kalian. Ya seperti ini kurang lebih. Intro skill sendiri adalah orang yang masuk ke dalam pertempuran, dan outro skill adalah orang yang akan keluar dari pertempuran. Oke, dari sini semoga aja kalian paham ya. Ke Cixia. Maka dari itu yang terjadi adalah Rover itu akan melakukan outro skill karena dia keluar dari pertempuran, dan sedangkan Cixia akan melakukan intro skill karena dia masuk ke dalam pertempuran guys. Jadi intro dan outro skill sendiri masing-masing karakter itu berbeda-beda ya. Di game ini juga kalian bisa ngedodge ya guys ya, dimana ketika musuh itu
Oke. Lanjut ya. Mana yang aerial? Nggak ada ya. Ini hafal kecil. Gak ada cuy. Ini ada. Kalau punya ini silahkan nih. Jarang sih dapet punya itu. Oke, yang ada dulu ya. Anjir, kok nggak diganti loh slotnya yang ada kok nggak. Satu pak kecil satu Ini kita kasih link. Let's heal. Lah, udah habis bang. Yang di remove langsung hilang kah? Bisa tadi banyak. Oh, masa hilang sih? Tadi kan ada 5. Oh, dipakai di sini anjing. Wah, lucu banget. Ini aku kabur ini. Ini apa sih itu? Spektro. Salah. Salah lagi sih. Ciri jam ngetek ada tek cuy. Udah. Udah ada. Nah, sama sih. Ada lagi tuh. Oh, sama kok. Oh, kurang banget banget. Ya, oke lah. Tiba-tiba story dulu.
Here's your sundial, intact as it was.
Mr. Mortefi, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It sounds different from a solid object.
Puluh kopong kayak yang puluh kopong.
It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an intricate mortise and tenon puzzle box. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it, and there's a small paper scroll inside. However, it's missing a crucial component. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. Automata mechanics isn't my field of study. I specialize in developing tacitite weapons. But the foundational theories behind these applied technologies are quite similar. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you should be able to solve the puzzle and access the paper scroll. However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. Well, that's a no-brainer. We could certainly give it a try. If you're fine with the paper scroll being destroyed by its protective mechanism, that is. One moment. I have an incoming... What is it? You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since you've put it that way...
Rover, Mr. Mortefi's expression seems to have softened, don't you think? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling... It looks like Mr. Mortefi needs more time. Maybe Rover, let's come back later, shall we?
Fishy. Mana waktu filmnya hilang dia?
Yes, of course. Indeed. You just pointed out a blind spot in your workshop? Stop. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get... It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, this component needs an automatic buckle that goes down on top of an embedded pointer. I'll drop a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's workshop. I've already informed him about it. You'll only need to go fetch the parts in his place. He keeps a box full of them. Division of labor is more efficient in getting things done. Besides, I would like to avoid stepping foot in Jiang Li's workshop ever again. The mere thought of that place brings me migraines. Considering its dreadful conditions, how could he choose to work in such terrible condition?
I see. Shall we go and retrieve the part?
Sure. Nah, harus keluar dulu. Oh, di situ sih. Kita belum keluar.
I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place looks much better than Mr. Mortify's description, though it is a bit hard to figure out. This should be it. It's quite a box full. Let's go back and show it to Mr.
Wah, coba. Ini hilang semua, Cok.
Mr. Mortify,
Oh, boleh.
we found the parts.
Good.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing from the purple leaf you presented. I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena. And the lament was...
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago.
Wow.
The low temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortify?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now?
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing, but it's falling out of daily use. Now, what kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Exactly. Languages may evolve, names may change, but time remains constant.
It's an elegant system.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
Nanti coy.
found it. It's located on the way shelf. Mao Cheng Si. Wu Wei. Rover, it's here.
Which one? Terus scroll mau sepanjang apa ini goblok? Yeah.
There are 2 photos here. Huh. If I remember correctly, Zhenzhou was established during a year of Wei, several cycles ago. The Zhenzhou City Hall and Huashu Academy were built in the same year. The Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Zhenzhou's founding. And the formidable tacit discord described here? I believe it is the Crownless. Rover, about the sugar pearl. Life has never been easy after the lament, but I still remember that sweetness from my childhood. The battle against that epidemic in Zhenzhou was grueling. Once infected, children either died or suffered lifelong disabilities, resonators or not. With tacit discords ravaging Zhenzhou and severing all communication with other cities, desperation ran high. Words are not enough to convey how desperate people must have felt. They resorted to self-experimentation with a newly developed vaccine, risking everything for a chance. We owe our presence here to those who came before us. It's important to remember their sacrifices. If the sugar pearl points to the information and reports we have just read, what is is it related to your past? Or is it... According to the reports, the vaccine's creator died 3 years after its development, with the rest of the team now aged over 50. You mean you could be that infant shown in the pictures? They should be around your age by now. But he doesn't have your golden eyes. Rover, about the sugar pearl. Zhenzhou was the most recent city established in Huanglong. The mountains of spirits running from north to south divide Huanglong in two. The capital and the 5 cities are located in inner Huanglong, while Zhenzhou is in outer Huanglong. The Battle of Gorges of Spirits was the catalyst to found Zhenzhou. Tacit discords were born in the Norfolk Barrens, and their invasion route was originally traceable. However, the emergence of the Crownless changed it. The Crownless is a tacit discord that embodies war itself. The hatred of the fallen warriors and the fear of the survivors are the ingredients for it. With the limited information available, some researchers have speculated its connection with the Threnodian. When it comes to the Threnodian, there is a lot to tell. For now, think of it this way. The Threnodian is the most powerful tacit discord. The battle of the Threnodian that happened long ago was to fend it off. According to the reports, the Crownless is very similar to the formidable tacit discord we encountered. Our sentinel, Jue, manifested before us in that battle. Rover, about the sugar pearl, we have the symbol Wei now. But we can't yet solve the puzzle with this. Maybe we can figure out the cardinal direction part by looking into the tokens again. It might have something to do with how we got one of the clues. What do you think, Rover? I've only seen our magistrate once at the appointment ceremony, so that her policies have proven effective and greatly benefited us since she took office. Some believe that the remarkably far-sighted and profound decisions were actually devised by Councillor Chang Li due to the young age of the magistrate. Lady Changli is our magistrate's advisor and former teacher. She once held a high position in the Central Secretariat, but she requested a transfer to Zhengzhou. I've also heard rumors painting her as a cunning manipulator rather than a loyal servant.
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl as a key in solving the sundial's puzzle. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets, and one target may hold several pieces of information. We both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share, while I had questions to ask. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters. Maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to... In other words, there are people who need to be misled, and they may obtain these tokens. It seems there may be hidden dangers lurking in Jinzhou. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by
baru coy ceritanya coy. Kita ke bawah lanjut.
Lagi dialog. Mana sih nih orang? Katanya lu mau personal, mana? Stres. Adel kalah 2-0 suruh pub meletek blog. Jangan dong. Jangan. Curang bawi kenapa meletek blog. Jangan dong. Jangan. Curang bawi lagi kapten kita, bro. Ya senang, teammate gue juga jago-jago. Ini satu lagi kapten kita, bro.
Oh, Lele ada mantan player gue, pantas ngobongnya.
Dia kayaknya bawa Bings, bawa Clover, ada Boba sama Wirau kayaknya dah, sumpah. Kayaknya Wirau nge-smurf, emangnya Wirau nge-smurf Hans? Emang Wirau nge-smurf Hans?
Kalau ada Wirau juga nggak ngaruh Kak, dia jangan takut lah.
Lo suka nih gua nih. Suka gua nih, bro. Tenang, bro. Kocak Wirau. Siapa itu Wirau, guys? Saya Wirau, guys. Saya guys, Wirau. Nggak ada Wirau, bro. Aman aja. Coba pakai lisin di kelas lain udah ada Hans, guys. John. Coba kasih strategi gimana biar kita menang, John. Jujur-jujuran.
Baiju said he's in made some progress in investing.
Nothing special, a typical patrol. Well, Uncle Chim's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chimpy's head, causing him to take a tumble. Some dogs kept barking and have been scaring the passers-by, so I went there to calm them down. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. You're not the one they're searching for, though. Anyhow, I need to visit the person who reported the case tomorrow. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. That's pretty much the update for now. It's the middle of the night. Course you're hungry. All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant tomorrow before my shift. Meet you guys there in the morning. Be there or be time to hit the hay, obviously. Don't tell me you're planning on some nightly activities. Then you'll feel right at home with the Midnight Rangers. Or more like...
Do you have a place to stay, Rover?
Talk about hospital. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the city hall and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow.
Apa Jir? Kenapa banyak pilihannya dah? Apa ini? Apa ini? Apa tuh cuy? Obat malamnya sudah. Obat. Oke, let's end this video. Mau kita akhiri sini. Oke, yang udah nonton. See you on the other video or next. Dadah.